This is also a time of change for my family. Catherine becomes Queen Consort. In recognition of her own loyal public service, I know she will bring to the demands of her new role the steadfast devotion to duty on which I have come to rely so much.
Hello, Royal Watchers, and welcome back to our corner of the internet, where the twists and turns of Britain's monarchy keep us all glued to the screen. Today, we're unpacking a development that has sent shockwaves through palaces and living rooms alike. Just as the dust settles from a high-profile state visit, and amid growing concern over Queen Camilla's health, King Charles has delivered words that redefine the royal future. For the first time, he placed Catherine, the Princess of Wales, firmly in the spotlight, acknowledging her as the next Queen Consort in terms too bold to ignore. This isn't idle palace gossip. This is a pivot that hints at deeper shifts within the royal framework. So buckle up. Because today's story pulls together tradition, health challenges, diplomacy, and a carefully calculated plan for continuity. Let's set the scene. It's September 19, 2025. The world is still buzzing after President Donald Trump's state visit to the UK. Windsor Castle was at its most splendid as King Charles and Queen Camilla hosted the American leader in a grand display of transatlantic unity. But behind the glittering banquets and carriage processions, whispers were spreading. Reports of Camilla's health struggles, described publicly as acute sinusitis, sparked concern about her long-term ability to keep up with demanding royal duties. And then came Charles's second major address since Queen Elizabeth II's passing in 2022. Timed just after Trump's departure and Camilla's health revelations, it wasn't simply a routine update. It was a declaration that elevated Catherine into the role many expected one day, but few thought would be confirmed so openly, so soon. In his speech, Charles reflected on the monarchy's evolution, acknowledged the toll of age and illness, and then pivoted toward the future. He spoke of William and Catherine, not only as the next Prince and Princess of Wales, but as the team who would one day lead as King and Queen Consort. His praise for Catherine, her grace, her advocacy for early childhood development, her calm in the public eye, was framed with unusual clarity. This wasn't flattery. It was strategy. Why now? Part of the answer lies in Camilla's visible struggles. Her illness forced her to miss key appearances, including the Duchess of Kent's funeral. Leaks from palace insiders suggested her recovery was slow and her energy limited. Pair that with Charles's own battle with cancer last year, and the monarchy found itself confronting tough realities. The Trump state visit became the turning point. While Camilla rested at times, Catherine stepped up. Her poise at banquets and her effortless diplomacy with international guests didn't go unnoticed. Charles clearly saw this as proof of her readiness, and his speech turned that observation into a public declaration. For Catherine, this is more than symbolic. It's the clearest signal yet that she is being positioned not just as the supportive wife of the heir, but as a Queen Consort in waiting, prepared to shoulder greater responsibility sooner rather than later. Public reaction has been swift and supportive. Hashtags like #QueenCatherine have trended globally. Commentators praised Charles for his foresight, reading the move as modernization and reassurance at a time when health uncertainties loom over the palace. But, as always, there are debates. Traditionalists worry that Catherine's prominence risks overshadowing Camilla, whose years of service, though controversial at times, are now being viewed with fresh sympathy in light of her illness. Some even speculate whether Charles may one day accelerate succession plans if both his and Camilla's health falter further. Still, the prevailing mood is one of optimism. Catherine's journey, from bride to princess, mother of three, cancer survivor, and now rising star of the monarchy, resonates deeply with the public. Her balance of compassion and quiet strength has made her relatable in a way few royals have managed. And Charles's timing was deliberate. By delivering this address after a successful state visit, he linked the monarchy's global relevance to its internal continuity. Diplomacy and succession, woven together in one narrative. So where does this leave us? We stand at the threshold of a new royal era, one where Catherine steps more visibly into the role of future queen. William and Catherine together represent a partnership ready to carry the monarchy into the modern age, blending tradition with empathy, ceremony with humanity. For the monarchy, it's a recalibration. For Catherine, it's the dawn of her defining chapter. But now, over to you. What do you think of King Charles's bold move? Is this the perfect evolution for a monarchy under pressure, one that balances vulnerability with strength, or does it push succession too far, too fast? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we read every one. And if you're hooked on these royal twists, do us a favor, hit that like button, share this with your fellow crown enthusiasts, and subscribe so you never miss our next deep dive into the Windsor world. Until next time, keep your tiaras tilted high, your curiosity crowned, and remember, the throne is always worth watching.